Good morning. It's turned out nice again. Actually, guys, it hasn't. I'm lying. It's grey, like my which is caused because of that picture there. And my long-term viewers know what that picture's about and why it's there. I can't even get the lid off the kettle. Right. Listen. We need to talk. This video is more of a what we're going to be talking about today video, like a morning briefing while I make a cup of tea. The only thing is, when the kettle's nearly ready, it starts getting a bit loud. Remember, you can't hear me. And as you know, we're going to be having Yorkshire tea biscuit brew. Now, that's not a sponsored placement or anything like that. I'm not like these like other people that do Liverpool YouTube channels or whatever. First of all, I'm a YouTuber. Kind of contradictory. But this channel runs parallel with my website KopTalk.com and everybody and to do with that. I actually make these videos for these people, you know, my friends. You know, you've no idea around the comments that I get every day, and I remember everyone. These are my friends. So I'm not going to insult these people by trying to sell them products to shave your nuts and stuff like that, do you know what I mean? Influencers. Who gives a fuck about an influencer? You must be a pretty weak person if you rely on someone that's telling you something is the best product in the world just because they fucking said so, when you know they're getting affiliate, you know, they're an affiliate for that product. When was the last time you saw me put an affiliate link on here or anywhere else? So we're going to be, listen, there's probably nothing exciting in this video about Liverpool Football Club. This video is exactly what I mean. This is for my community, my friends. Do you know what I mean? Now, I don't care if it's half an hour long or an hour long. And do you know what? They don't care. It's the casual people, the casual viewers that come along and start moaning, telling you should do this, your video. Just fuck off. It's got nothing to do with you. For example, someone said yesterday, and they were very nice about this, they weren't being smart or anything. I referenced Adam Naylor's YouTube channel, right? Adam Naylor is a Liverpool fan, and he's genuine, and I like him. I consider him friend, right? And I mentioned yesterday in one of my videos, it's the only YouTube channel to do with Liverpool I watch. I ain't got time for anything else. And even if I had, I still wouldn't fucking watch them. Why would I want to watch someone talking about Liverpool fucking Football Club? It's all I do all day and night. So why do you watch Adam? Because I like Adam, and you know what I mean? I like to see how he thinks. And someone said in the comments yesterday, that's the wrong attitude to act. He was being nice. He wasn't being an arse or anything. He was expressing an opinion, and I wouldn't want him to be offended. He needs to man the fuck up if he is. But, you know, he said, well, you've just said that you're not bothered about other Liverpool channels. You should collaborate. Fuck that. I don't want to collaborate with it to grow your channel. I don't want to grow my channel. Yeah, I want more and more people to interact, nice people. I don't give a fuck how many subscribers I've got. I genuinely don't. I couldn't care less. I'm a lone wolf, mate. I don't like them people. I don't. Please don't, you know, if you watch another Liverpool channel, don't assume that I don't like the person you're talking about. I'm just saying about the ones I know of because of how they are. Just like I got interested. I'm a granddad. I ain't interested in some fucking numpty. Like, you... If it's genuine, a genuine Liverpool fan sat in the bedroom at home saying, I think this about Liverpool, or I've noticed this, and I fucking love it. Because I see myself. Do you know what I mean? I was a kid, wasn't I? I was in my like early 20s or my 20s or something when I started KopTalk. I can't remember if I put sweetener in or not. Maybe I did. They, you know, these commercial channels, they're doing whatever they want to do. That's how they make their living. Fine. I ain't got a problem with that. People do what the fuck they want. But you won't come on here and see any fancy graphics going, you know, like a still graphic. Like, you won't believe this. No one wants to see my cum face. Well, the girls, mate. You won't believe this. Although I've got to be honest, I did do a video titled the other day saying you won't believe I'm saying this, but that's fucking true. I don't need that shit. Fuck them. Let me tell you something. Yesterday, I think I blocked 3 people from my channel. 2 or 3. Very rarely do I block anyone. So like, over the course of maybe 6 months, maybe 1 person. Maybe not even that. But yesterday, 3. Why is that, Dunk? Because you're talking about, you know, sensitive subjects. Jurgen Klopp leaving Liverpool, right? And Jurgen Klopp, certain titles that people, you know, don't like. Because they see a title, they think it's exciting, they want to knock one out, and then at the end of the video, they're disappointed because it's something real. And then they'll say, you've only done that video for clicks. Listen, let me tell you something now, right? And I'm going to try and be calm with this, right? I'm on the fucking Mediterranean, right? I've done all right for myself, trust me. But I did all right for myself back in the day when the internet was first fucking starting. Because then big businesses were throwing around thousands and tens and tens of thousands of pounds, all right? So I've been all right since I was 25. Not being arrogant, not showing off. I don't need to do it. That's why I don't need to grow my YouTube channel, all right? Now, let me explain a little bit about how things work around these parts. I'm going to contradict myself before I even open my mouth, all right? 1, I don't need to generate revenue and exist purely from that. But 2, I also do. So it contradicts what I'm saying. Let me explain, or try and explain. I do this because I enjoy what I do. Right, and I love Liverpool Football Club. I do not love the top flight game anymore. I tell you on here, you know, I can't give a fuck sometimes. It's not exactly the brightest thing in the book to do if you want to have everyone all being happy and thinking you're a super fan. I couldn't give a fuck, to be honest with you, about the top flight game anymore. It's not a bright thing to do if you want to grow your YouTube channel, is it? I do it because I love it and because of the amount of friends that I have made on the internet, and many haters as well, you might have noticed that. But over the years, right, people that have, you know, come and stayed in my house over here, that just usernames from YouTube that have, come and stay with you, we'll go for a beer. We've done that, right? The community, the people, the fans, you know, there's certain people coming to my stream on a Saturday night, don't, my man, and I'm like, yeah, how's it going? You know, like, fucking love it, man. It's just amazing. It's amazing. But I don't need to do it. And what I mean by that is, well, I do and I don't. What I mean by that is, if I didn't do KopTalk, I would do something else online, right? Certainly nothing to do with YouTube, podcasts, websites like that, sport, football, anything, right? You might not believe this, but I'm actually pretty switched on, right? I'm a pretty clever guy, to be honest with you, with certain things. Thick as fuck with other things, but stuff like, you know, how to make money on the internet, I could do that, no problem. And I would make far more money than I do doing this shit, right? So, if I was to sack it all on the head tonight, I wouldn't be worried because I could go on and do something else and it would be less stressful. I wouldn't have to address idiots, and I would make more money, no doubt about it. But is money everything? When my mum died in 2012, my world fell apart to the point where I didn't want to live anymore. And I still feel like that now sometimes. Which might sound strange because, you know, I've got children and I've got a grandson now as well, but I lost my mum and I was very close to my mum. When you get to a certain age, you start to realise that big fancy cars, which I've had, big fancy holidays, which I've done, they don't really mean anything. Because you start to value life and the people in your life. And we all go through bereavement, separations, we go through all that. And it takes a toll on you the older you get. And the older you get, the more and more people are fucking dying. Last week, someone I know just went like that already. Probably about 4 people I know already this year. A friend of mine on here, Paul Robinette, aka Renetto, Renetto. That's his username on YouTube. The first person in the world to have a YouTube partnership. Back in it, because I was on YouTube back right at the very start when it was a vlogging site. He was known as the king of YouTube. He was the biggest YouTuber in the world. None of these fans like these fancy pricks today. And his video views would pale into insignificance compared to these kids today. And he knows that's why he doesn't do it anymore. He's just lost his love for it. Paul Robinette Renetto, he's a friend of mine. And back in the day when you didn't have mobile phones like this to record videos on, he used to walk around with a laptop like that. He'd be walking down the street, in town like that, talking with a fucking great big laptop. And I watched his videos and I watched him and his family, his kids grow up, like you guys have watched Charlotte and Robert grow up. I've seen his marriage fall apart. I've seen his highs and his lows. Success, failure. Right? It's because of him that I make videos on YouTube. This is true. He inspired me to do it. The other day, last week, his brother's house set on fire. And his brother, there was children in his house of a certain age. I don't think they were little toddlers. His children. He went in to try and save them. I believe there was 4. And I think he got 2 out, but perished in the house with 2 of the other children. He saved as many as he could, but he then died. And, this is my friend Paul Robinette. And to read stuff like that is just, well, when I say read it, I knew about it because he's on my Facebook. Everyone knows. But I read the local news article on it. It's heartbreaking. And as you get older, you start to value life so much more than you do when you're younger, because you think you're invincible when you're younger. Why am I telling you all this? Well, because it affects your motives. Like, I don't need to fucking impress anybody. I don't need to do that. Nothing would make me happy. No amount of money in the world would make me happy. Don't get me wrong. A nice lottery win would be great, because I'd look after everyone that supported me over the years. I'd take care of my family and everything, the people that I love. And I'd go down to the dog shelter down the road from me. I've always said this, and I'd have it fucking put radiators in and make it just nice and warm for old dogs and that. And I'd rather cry in a Mercedes than on a pushback, I've got to be honest. But it ate everything. Before I started KopTalk, I remember one Christmas I had 27 pence in my pocket. That's it. That was when I was living on, I was with me childhood sweetheart at the time, but we had fuck all. We lived in a terrace house. We had an house. We had one of them TVs from Radio Rentals, and we were that fucking skint that we probably didn't have a credit file or anything at the time. So we had a meter on the television, and you had to put pound coins in for the TV to turn on to work. We were kids, do you know what I mean? That was before KopTalk, just before KopTalk. And I look back to them days, and it was when I was my most happiest, when I had fuck all. It's true. So I'm not someone that's motivated by money. I don't need to make videos to make money, right? But I'm going to contradict myself. Because a lot of people do like my videos, do like my friendship, do like my website, do like the live streams, do like the podcast. A lot of people do. And a lot of people also rely on the friendship that a lot of people don't see, things that goes on behind the scenes. I get a lot of young lads, young men, that are depressed messaging me, and they'll say, I feel like I've known you years, well, I have known you years, or you feel like you're my uncle or my dad, or I didn't have a dad, or I'm feeling down. We talk about, like, you know, suicide rates and stuff in young men and that, and you can't ignore that shit. And I'm not wishy-washy, guys. I'm very much like, man the fuck up and get on with it. There's people out there in a worse situation than us. Always remember that. I am like that. I'm not a trio girl. I'm not going to light a candle for anyone or say prayers, right? But at the same time, I know what it's like when you think, you know what, I'm just going to fucking off myself. So I do exchange a lot of messages sometimes. In fact, you guys that know me message me, and it sometimes takes forever to get a reply or something, you know what I mean, or a fucking response to an email. But when I get one of them emails in, or a message from someone that says, you know what, Dunk, I'm feeling a bit, I'll reply immediately. Because life's shit. I am Mother Teresa, guys, that's what I'm doing here, not doing that, right? I'm trying to explain something to you about how I work, right? So, I don't need the revenue from the videos, but I also do need the revenue from the videos. Because if you want me to make videos, if you want me to do this shit, then I am sacrificing other things to do that. So all I say to people is, if you appreciate my videos, if you're in a position to do so, join the channel, become a VIP member, buy me a drink. It all goes in a kitty once a month. And when that comes round, around the 22nd of every month, I guarantee you by the 23rd, it's fucking gone. Right, that's it. It pays the bills, gone. But I'm happy if I can pay the bills, that's it. Right? When I make a video just for channel supporters, channel members, VIP members, podcast patrons, whatever, I don't like doing that. Because I know there's a lot of good people out there that would support me if they could. But sometimes you have to make a video private because of two reasons, usually two reasons, one of two reasons. One, don't want the hassle, right? I have some issues I want to bring up today, and all night I've been thinking, do I go with that to everybody, or do I keep it more quiet within a restricted environment? Because those people will never give me a hard time. They support my channel or whatever. They will comment sensibly. They're not casual viewers. They're not stumbled on your video. Even if they disagree with you, they're not going to insult you. I'm not a pussy, but I can't be doing with it, right? So one reason is quiet life. The other reason is if it is sensitive, right? I made a video yesterday, and the reason that was private was because it is sensitive to the person that shared the information with me. Right? And even though I shared that video, or recorded or produced that video, in that video I said, I hope I'm not going to get into trouble for sharing this with you. And I was very responsible, because I could have made it more exciting and more juicy, and you'd have been like, fucking it. But no, I really went to the minimum of it. And he emailed me, well, they didn't email me, he messaged me overnight, after he saw my video, which I knew he would. I can't show you it. Hi mate, just wanted to touch base, just watch the members only video. Don't worry, I'm not annoyed. I trust you. And as long as they can't trace it back to me, it's all good. And it continues. Today, I'm going to be speaking more about this follow-up and a further screenshot of a conversation. We did one back, the video yesterday was about a conversation in September. This is about December. Again, I'm going to protect this guy. He's a Liverpool fan. I've known him for years. And he's been a big help with the things that I've done in my life. And this is what I'm talking about, community. And, you know, I would never come on here and make videos and mislead people because it would affect people like him. So when you make a video that's members only, you then get the odd occasional person, do you know what I mean? Let me make this very clear to you. When I restrict a video, right, I have a video today in mind, right, the one yesterday, I think if, which was restricted, I think if that had been public, then it would have generated a lot more revenue. Right, now when we're talking about revenue, a lot more revenue, we're talking about pounds, guys, and in some cases pennies. All right, no one, I mean, I don't know what you guys think the reality of this shit is, but I can assure you it's not what you think, right? The other channels may be. There's a certain channel on here that get zillions of views. They're fucking minted, trust me, right? And still selling products. That's okay. That's it's a business. If you go on any of my websites, when I say websites, I mean the non-members website or the members website. They're two different things. Therefore, plural. If you go on any of my sites, you won't see on my YouTube channel or on my Twitter account for marketing or for business, email me at whatever. You don't see any of that. Because all I want to do is pay my bills. That's it. If I exist, I'm happy. That's it. I would like to buy myself the occasional Xbox game or go for the occasional bevy. Dunk's meat on Saturday. You know, people support me on Saturday, so I went to the butcher's and bought some grub. That's how I am, all right? You can tell, right? You know what I mean? Food's important. But what I'm trying to say here is, if I restrict a video or limit who can see that video, that makes less revenue. If this is all you're bothered about, that makes less revenue, right? It's in my interest to put the juicy stuff out there, right? But when you do put the juicy stuff out there, you can only do that if you're not endangering someone somewhere, even the club, all right? Therefore, if it's not sensitive, I could say, do you know what, fuck it, I'm going to put that out there. But then you get the morons. Do you know what I mean? You get the morons. We ain't doing it for clicks. This thing, fuck off, I'm 40 now, I'm 50 soon. Well, September, if I make it. I'm a granddad. I ain't got time for these fucking idiots, man. I ain't. I'll shut that door, because it's like Battersea fucking dog hole out there. If my people's around here, they know, if I make a video private, restricted, it's not to generate revenue. It never is, right? Because I'll make more revenue if I do things differently. It is either one, because I can't be arsed with the drivel, or two, because it is sensitive. And I don't like making my videos private, because there's many good people out there that would love to support me but can't. And it's a fucking nightmare trying to, balance it. Anyway. So. Adam Naylor sent me a message. Today there's a couple of videos that I will be making. And the thing is, right, one of them I think has to be private because it's a follow-on, a continuation from yesterday's video. And if I made it public, you'd have to see the first one for the second one to make sense, because it is a follow-up video, if you like, based on new stuff sent to me. And there is the issue of sensitivity that, as that person said, as long as it can't be traced back to me. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to do one of those again today. I can't help it. I've got to look after him. So that's number one, right? So that is going to happen today. There is something else that I would like to discuss with you. I like to do the videos where we bounce ideas off and go, fucking hell, did you notice that? And trace things back and look at comments that were said months ago. How many times do we do videos in here and go, guys, I ain't got a fucking clue what this means, but 6 months from now, maybe we'll know. And then we do, don't we? We look back and go, fucking, it was that. It was that. Has to be that, right? I think we've got something that I would like to discuss with you today, with everybody, because I don't want to restrict it. But this is airing towards, I can't be doing with the fucking aggro. Do you know what I mean? Go private with it. We don't have to put up with some fucking knob jockey. But then people miss out. Guys, please listen to me. I'm really, really not a wuss. Right? I couldn't give a fuck if someone comes on here and calls me all the names under the sun. I've had that for fucking years on the internet, right? That don't bother me. It really doesn't. It's just when they say things that imply something, I'm like, I ain't got time for this. Can't be doing with it. And I block them instantly. So please, if you're one of my peoples that enjoy my videos, please, even if you're just joking, if you say something like, "Ah, what a load of shit, you're only doing this for click," it might sound funny to you as you type it, but when I read it back, I'll go, "What the fuck is that?" Unless I know you, do you know what I mean? So please put an emoji on the end, right? That'll get you out of anything. Hey, chubs, wink. Now, if it said without the wink, I mean, it was a fucking chubs me, you cunt, right? I also don't like doing videos for everyone in the fucking planet, because most of them can't even be asked to thumbs up your fucking video. And I resent that. I do. I resent that. Now, yesterday, you know, Adam will tell you, he's got one. Every time he puts a video up, within seconds, someone thumbs it down. Fuck on, nothing to do with the content, they just don't like the content, you know. That is part of the game, that's no problem, I ain't got a problem with that. I think it's actually quite funny that someone's going, "Do you know that fucking, yeah, show you, I'll show you." But if you're one of them people that are a regular around here, and then you sulk because I put a video and it's private, and you just thumbs it down because, you know, I'm really annoyed with this Duncan, then that will backfire, because in the end I'll just go, "You know, fuck it, I'm not doing it, so we'll just go underground, fuck you." And I know that sounds like a big baby sulking, but I ain't got time for it, guys. I've got so much shit going. I've got my mate in hospital down. He's just had an operation, that's all gone fucking wrong. He's got to have another one on Thursday. I've just told him I'll be down to see him today. I don't have time to engage with these fucking numpties on the internet. Now listen, please, you do not have to tell me in the comments, ignore these people, right? I know you mean well. It's not, I didn't really know I was going to go into all of that in this video. But I just want to spell it out again for even those of you that enjoy my content, right? Less revenue on a private video. If you think that people suddenly all join up because of that, you're deluded. People, there are zillions of people that would love to join up, they just can't, right? Take part in the live streams. There's lovely people that come on here, like Jen, like Matthew. You know, they'll gift a membership, right? Because they want to support me and it supports someone else. The more you interact, like on a live stream, the more you comment, you know, positively. When I say positively, I don't mean your opinion. I mean, like, just be a nice person. The YouTube system knows this. So when you come on here on a live stream and you gift a membership, and I've seen people come on here before, I think it was Dale, you know, 5 memberships, 10 memberships or something, and then all of a sudden on the screen, it'll say who's got their memberships, right? And it's not that person doesn't pick. YouTube goes, this person deserves that membership because they interact more with the channel. So the more you like, this isn't bullshit, Google it, because I didn't know how it works, so I looked it up, and it just says YouTube rewards based on interaction with the channel. Well, it ain't going to be like being blocked or thumbs down in, is it? So it's obviously going to be when people thumbs up, when they take time to comment, when they watch your videos and participate in live streams and things. I know you haven't got all the time in the world to do this shit, but the point I'm saying is there's a lot of people that are members on here that have just been gifted a membership. I ain't got a problem, right, gifting VIP memberships to people that participate in this community for a long time. You know, if people are like, you know, I don't want to get everyone emailing, but sometimes people email me and they send me a nice email and they'll say, "I watched your video today, you looked a bit sad." They didn't do that for any other reason than they care about me. So I often, you know, I'll reply, don't start asking me if I'm sad. I'm sad all the time. You know, I engage in conversation. Are you on the members? I said, "No, I not really, not at the moment, mate, but I will do when, you know, I'm like, yeah, fucking get on there, right?" So it's all about interaction and just being a nice person. When someone on the VIP members website contacts me and says, "Yeah, I'm cancelling my membership," I'll go, "Well, why?" Do you know what the reason is? That 9 times out of 10, and it's very rare that anyone does cancel, they'll say, "Well, yeah, don't things are, you know, hard at home at the minute, or I've lost my job, or when things pick up though, don't I'll be back, you know." Do you think I'll let that person go? Do I fuck? I'm like, "Nah, don't be so stupid. Fuck that. Get back on the site, and you know, when things pick up, you get me a beer or something, you know." I'm not Mother Teresa. I'm just fucking saying this is how things are around here. I don't want no sympathy off anybody anyway, fuck that. I don't mean them people that email me, I'm not making videos here to impress anyone. My YouTube channel, has always been for the people that appreciate the stuff I do or are part of the KopTalk community. That's it. And there's a lot of friendships being made through KopTalk over the years, whether it was the forums, the members website, or this YouTube channel. Many of you guys have met each other, you've become friends, and that makes me feel fucking good, right? And many of you have become like really close friends to me. You know, like we jump on the Xbox together, we have a drink on a Saturday night, you know. We've had Martin, Moist Martin, by the way, not Miserable Martin. We've had Moist Martin, we've had Seano. They've come out here and stayed in my house. My door's open, you know. There's nobody round here trying to impress anyone. Yeah, it'd be great to have 200,000 subscribers, wouldn't it? But would I have the same interaction then? It's hard enough as it is now. So what's the benefits of growing the YouTube channel? I'm quite happy as it is. People that they use the super thanks, you know, and they'll say to me, "Don't, sorry, I can't do anything." And I'm like, "Oh my God, fucking hell, mate! If everyone did that, you know, we could fucking do anything. We, not me, we. Everyone put, you know, like, it's a pound, get yourself a fucking bag of crisps. Oh yeah, I shouldn't be having crisps, but do you know what I mean? It don't cost anything to like a video. It doesn't cost anything to leave a nice comment. It doesn't cost anything to be a nice person. Like, but you don't have to come on here and say, "I agree with what you're saying." You can come on here and call me out as much as you fucking like, as long as you're polite with it and sensible. And sometimes I need that. Sometimes I need you to come on here and say, "Dunk, that's completely wrong. You're going down the wrong line there, brother." Because then I sit back and think, right, have I got it wrong? Isn't that the whole point of conversation and community? Isn't that the whole point? I would never block anyone for saying you've got a different opinion to me or whatnot. But I would block someone for saying you're full of shit, you prick. Or you're only doing this because you want more views or something. It's like, fucking grow. What difference does it matter whether I get 1,500 views on a video or 15,000? What? A tenner? It's something I don't fucking even know. What does it matter? Do you really think I'm going to mislead the good people that enjoy my videos and clickbait them or drum up some shite for a bunch of fucking strangers that come in and watch your videos and never come back? They just pop in. "Oh, yeah, all right. We're not signing Mbappe. Why are you fucking talking about that? What are you talking about that for? It's not going to happen." Because there's more to life than just that little bit of the transfer. There might be something else related to it. Because we're a bit more switched on around these parts. You really think I want more of those people? Fuck that right off. No, I'm happy with what we've got. Tea. And anyway, I said to myself, one cup of tea, make the vid and fuck off, and that's what I'm doing. I was going to say then, I don't need this shit. I was going to say that. I don't need this shit. I'll go and do something else, which I can. I don't need it in that regard. But you know what I need more than anything? The friendship of you guys. I can't explain to you how much it means to me when, you know, and it sounds like we're being all like, do you know what I mean? Like wishy-washy, you know. I can't, for my mental health, we all like, and I'm not one of them that's like mental health, man. I'm sick of hearing people talk about mental health, do you know what I mean? I've had a bad day at work, oh, I need to rest, my mental health. No, fuck right off, right? I'm not talking about that kind of mental health. I'm talking about people that have real fucking struggles in life. And there's all sorts of shit going on in my life that people don't know about. But you guys get me through it. It helps me being here. It does. I love it. I love it. Just love it. If we beat them, it helps me. You know, it's you guys got me. You know, like through that period with my mum and that. I think we've got something different here. That's all. I just think we've got something different here. And it really pisses me off when people say stupid fucking things. Right. Go for that shout. Come on, Remy. Right. Can't remember what we're talking about today. Today we are going to be talking about two different things that came in overnight. One of them is going to have to be a private video. And another fucking thing as well. When I have to do a private video, I have to fuck around putting it on the members website. I have to put it on Patreon for the podcast people as well. I even put it on Twitter, KopTalk, at KopTalk. You can subscribe to the Twitter account. If you like Twitter, you should subscribe to the Twitter account if you can. Because I get stuck into them fucking numpties on there. I retweet what they're saying so you can see what I fucking think. So when I do a private video, I have to upload it to loads of different fucking places. And in different formats. It takes me all bastard day. Do you think I want to do that all day long? I can just, if it's for everybody, I can just do a vid and go, there you go. It's out there. And then, when I do a normal video, I've got to post it to KopTalk TV on Twitter. I've got to post it to KopTalk on Twitter. Duncan Oldham on Twitter's got to retweet it. I've got to put it on the Facebook page, KopTalk TV. My own personal account, Duncan. Just me fucking heading. You're only doing it for the clicks. Give me a fucking break. Fucking... oh. Right. There'll be a couple of videos coming up. I have got an immense day today, and I also need to address these things properly. And if it's too dramatic and too sensational and too, ooh, what do you think, guys? Ooh, you know, people are like, you're looking for a conspiracy, everything. Can't be doing with these fucking people. So, thanks, Jürgen. Okay. I actually don't know if I should ask you to like the video if you appreciate the video or not, but you can drop me a comment. Please, I'm not seeking any kind of like, come here, don't give me a hug. I'm not. I'm trying to, what I wanted to say in this video was, I don't need to be here, but I do need to be here. If you want me to be here, I've got to generate the revenue because that takes me away from things I could be doing in life, right? So if I don't get the support, I have to go and do other things. And I think people would miss my content. I think. But I also want to explain that when you do something private, that sometimes there's genuine reasons for it. Well, there's always a genuine reason for it. But when I say sometimes a genuine reason, I mean in terms of the sensitivity. Maybe it's not a genuine reason when you go like, you know, I want a quiet life. Maybe I should be more thick-skinned for that sometimes. I don't know. But what I'm trying to say to you is that doing a private video takes me so much more fucking time, and it actually restricts the revenue that some people think that you're trying to generate. So I was just trying to explain how it works. And I don't even know why I'm explaining myself, because the people that care fucking know this anyway, so why am I even wasting my time? And then you wonder why on a Saturday night I drink a bottle of vodka with you guys. Oh, dear me. Right, fuck this, man. Come on, right, I'm off. I have got lots of stuff for you today. Right, I'll see you in a bit. I don't know, this is my point. Just talking to you makes us, maybe I need that. Maybe it was like sitting with a shrink for 40 minutes. Do you know what I mean? Like, get it all out there. Get it all out there. That's what I feel like I've done, right? Because it's been bugging me since yesterday. Now I feel better. You're my shrink. There we go. If you see anyone leave any nasty comment, fucking get in on it. Because I'm going to be careful, I can't, you see, because YouTube will tell me off. There's no stopping you giving them a good virtual cosh, you know, caps locking them to death, guys. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's time to go. What we will do is 2 tea bags. We're going to take a flask down. Right, guys, I'll see you in a bit.